You may remember my video on the Giiker SuperSlide, and now I've got my hands on an early copy of another product from Giiker called SuperBlocks. I actually don't know anything at all about this product except that it says it's a handheld console for a whole new puzzle game. The goal is to fill the lights area with indicated colour or colours of puzzles. There's 1,000+ leveled up games with learn modes, random challenges, sounds and lights. So there we go, and there's a picture of it here, so let's get it open and see what it's like. Now I should say at this point that Giiker have sent this to me for free. I didn't pay for it. They sent it to me and asked me to make a video reviewing it, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be biased, I promise. Okay, so here we go. I'm immediately reminded in various ways of the SuperSlide. It's, you know, got some similar features, a few buttons, and I guess are these lights? Oh, these seem to be pressable lights. I don't know. There's also some shapes here which I don't think are pressable. Now I think before we get going with this, I need to put some batteries in. There we are, magic batteries. Alright, so let's just go this way up, take off the plastic cover there. Let's have a look at the manual, read this carefully. Yeah. Okay, so it's a handheld console, so we have a puzzle zone over here. That's this area, 8x8 lights. Well, these are going to be coloured, I guess, according to this, and we have some buttons and a progress bar. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, so the goal is to fill the lights area with the indicated colour or colours. Okay. Right, so I think I get what we need to do then. Let's have a look. So we're going to press the O button, hold that down. Oh. For any of you who are as old as I am, you may remember handheld electronic games from the 80s. This is really, the Giiker products really remind me of those in their kind of simplicity. You know, you don't have a high definition screen or anything, you just have a few lights and some buttons and some sounds. I really appreciate that. Okay, so I think what this is telling me is that I need to get red and fill in an area. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't see that area. I'm going to turn the light down here. Let's see if that helps. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we need to fill this area here and this area here with red. Well, that seems probably very easy because I can put that one in there. Ooh, and it's recognized that I've put something there, I think, and it's indicated that. And then I need to get a sort of fish-shaped one and put that there. Yay! And it knows I've done it. Okay, now what happens? Okay, so this will give me a new challenge, right? So I'll take these out now. And this is my new shape. Okay, I guess it starts a little harder when the shapes overlap each other. This one was very simple because they didn't touch. So here again it's red, and I can see this one goes here, and this one goes here. So these are very easy so far. Now it also tells us we have a learn mode. So let's see what that's like. So double press the O button. Ooh. Ah, I see. Okay, so this is now lit up brighter to give me a hint, or more than a hint really. And is it going to do the same again here? No. Oh, it still gives me that same hint. I thought it would light up some of this bit. Oh, I see. Ah, there we go. So we use the arrows to move between the hints. Should pay more attention to the instructions. Okay, so then we're going to put this one in here, and now if we want another hint, it's going to light up the final area. Okay, I think the hints, obviously at this stage, where it's very easy, the hints aren't necessary, but I can imagine it being very difficult and hints being very useful. Okay, we also have a time limits challenge. A time limits challenge will appear before difficulties indicated colours change. Users have to complete the challenge before the progress bar. Yeah, I haven't seen the progress bar do anything yet. A time limits challenge will appear before difficulties. I haven't really noticed. Alright, so let's take these out of here. What's this? It says 5, is that right? Maybe that means it's level 5. Okay, it's still red. This is too easy. Let's see if we can jump on 6, 7. Okay, so we can jump up to... Ooh. It's always just one. 107. Okay, let's try this one. Can you see those lights? It feels a bit like putting too much illumination on. It's hard to see. This is an interesting thing actually about this. I can imagine this just working a lot better in the dark. I'm going to film this bit in the relative dark. Sorry about the shadow of my head. Hopefully you can live with that. So it's telling me just to use the colour yellow and to fill in these areas. So let's see if I can do that. That looks plausible, and that looks plausible. And then we've got these two shapes left. So yeah, I guess that's like that and like that. There we go. Okay, I want to get to a hard one. How do I get to a hard one? One, two. Oh, blue. I've got to confess, I don't quite understand what's happening with these numbers here. As I push this arrow, it's saying 3 and then 0. Oh, I see. Right, it was the same with the SuperSlide. It's a 2-digit number, so this is now number 30. So it shows a 3 and then a 0. And this will be a 3 and then a 1, 31. Okay, so let's keep going. I want to get to one where we have multiple colours. There we go, green and blue. Green, blue and yellow. Okay, well let's try this. What's this, 68 was that, I think? Ooh, look at that. Okay, so here we have one where we have to get yellow and green. So we have quite a lot of these shapes. And I guess they can sort of mix arbitrarily, right? Oh, that's interesting because I wanted to turn this one over to have it fit there, but it won't. So yeah, there's an orientation to these pieces. Let's see, if I put that there and that there, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, this is already much harder than the earlier level. Will that let me put anything in there? Not really, no. No, there's nothing that can fit in there. No, that leaves on there. If I push that, does it do anything? No, okay. Interestingly, apparently it knows the colours are wrong. Let's see if that's the case. So I put red there. Don't know. It does say in the instructions it'll know if the colours are wrong, but I haven't seen that in action yet. Something here. Well, that could go there, but then we'd have to fill this area in. Maybe this was wrong. This is actually very tricky, I'm realising. It's a proper packing puzzle. Oh, and again, I wanted to turn this around so that it would go in like that. But that is not possible. I don't think there's anything that can go in there, is there? No. Ooh, there we go, look at that. That seems promising. As long as we can still do something here. We've got that T-shaped kind of, yeah, okay. Alright, now, hopefully this is enough. Ah, yes. There we go. So that was level, whatever it was, 68, I think. It's definitely challenging. That's really fun. And if there's 1,000 of these levels, then I can only imagine it gets much harder. Now I just want to figure out how to get into this time limits challenge, because that's the one that I haven't seen yet. Clear the puzzle zone and short press button O to restart the challenge. They've used this same scoring system as on the SuperSlide as well, from S to E. Very modern. Alright, I still haven't figured out how to get into challenge mode yet, but I have got at least one where I've got 3 colours to fill in. I just thought that would be interesting to try. This is level 144, so you have a good sense. So we've got blue, yellow and red, so I just need to not include green. Get rid of green, but keep red, yellow and blue in the mix. And let's see, so again I kind of feel inclined to put that there. It might not be the one, but it seems good. What if that went there? Do we have a shape that could go in there now? Yeah, but there's no way that could be right, is there? Doesn't seem likely, does it? Okay. Let's see what else we have. It's quite an interesting cross shape. That one, let's see. Oops. Where did that? No. Okay. Is there anything that can go in here now? I don't think so. If there is any way to do this other than with the cross, is there another piece that has... Oh yeah, there's this one as well. There, close enough. No. Yeah, this is definitely tricky. Okay, let's ask for a hint. Let's see how that works. Ah, so that's telling me this is definitely wrong then, because it wants this long L shape up there. Okay, so then that means this, I think, has to go here. This could go here with a fish shape. Yeah, there we go. So getting there again with some hints. Okay, so let's see if this is the way I found puzzle 144, which is by pushing this a lot of times. So let's keep pushing it and we'll see if we can get to 4 colours. And go through the different colours. Oh, now we're on to 2 again. 154, okay, so so I guess they have different ways of making them difficult than just how many colours there are. That makes sense, of course. What have we got here? 254, wow. Oh, ah! Well, for some reason, now it's in time limits challenge. I don't know why. Okay, that's how I go. So this is presumably going to count me down, and I can only use yellow and blue. Alright, so let's see. Put that there. This hasn't changed yet. Do I need to push that? Oh dear. 254. Okay. Okay. I think it's going. It's a little confusing. Maybe that's just me. It just inherently gets harder as you have more LEDs to fill in, of course, because there's so many more choices that you can make. And that stops working at that point. Yeah. This still isn't going down. Maybe you get a long time. Let's keep watching this, see if it eventually goes down. I assume it will. Yeah, this is definitely going down. It's going very slowly. You get a long time. It's reassuring. It's another case where I want to flip this round. No, but I can see I can't fill in this corner anyway like this, so that's not good. No, there's no way to fill that in. Ah, look at that. Okay, so this time, hopefully, I beat the timer. I guess that's the extent of my celebration. If I now... So what I don't understand is it in time limits challenge mode just because it's reached a certain number? Or did I do something that got it in? Oh, I got a B on that. On the scale here, that means I'm third. And now here's another one. And this time it hasn't given me the timer. I'm very confused. Oh, look at that, all 4 colours. Now that's exciting. Let's have a go at this one then. Oh, and quite a small area to be filled. I guess maybe this will be a relatively easy one then, is that right? But with all the colours to choose from, wow, okay, let's see. But I guess I have to use green and blue in here. It's not just saying I can use green and blue, I think it probably means I have to. Let's put a green in. Go there. Wrong way around. Yeah, so you see, I thought this would be easier, but I'm not so sure now. Oh, there's nothing left that can go down there, so that's not right. Look at that, all but one dot. It's interesting, isn't it? So some of these shapes have 5 holes, some of them have 4. Are there any that have... Oh yeah, this one has 6. As does this one. So you've got 4, 5 and 6 in there. There's another 6. That it definitely increases the complexity because you, or at least the sort of mental complexity, because you can't just rely on there always being a certain number of spaces in a given piece that you're putting in. Just redoing what I had before, aren't I? Alright, let's take a hint. Oh wow, this was totally wrong. Okay. Let's see if that helps me then. Certainly ought to. Oh yeah, I can see what to do here, I think. Which is, where's that big line? There it is. And then the P-shaped one. Okay, so that might work. That's green and blue in place. Aha, I think this might be doable from here. Oh no, this is the wrong way around. So I was thinking I could put that there and then have one piece go there, but it's the wrong way around, right? And there's no 7 LED piece, so there's nothing that can go there. No, okay. Alright, let's take another hint. Oh, that one. Still need yellow and red in here. Oh, well, I think... Oh, no. No, isn't there a piece? Yeah. Oh, but then I've not used any yellow. Oh, okay, so that's all right. So it's basically not saying I have to use those colors, it's just saying I can use those colors. This makes me think there's probably multiple solutions. I bet there is a solution that involves yellow. In fact, let's see. So this is the solution I had. Let's find out what the solution is that they recommend. Let's fill it in as they recommend and see if it does involve all the colors. Shaped piece. Where is it? There it is. That one. Oh yeah. There we go. So that's interesting. That means there are multiple solutions to these puzzles. So two things. One is there's multiple solutions, but the second is that you don't have to use all the colours that are indicated. I just wanted to mention one other thing, which is I've got a bright light shining on this now, and I think for you it probably looks like those lights are all flickering. In real life they're not. That's just an artifact of the camera. But in this bright light I cannot tell the difference between the illuminated and the unilluminated LEDs here. I can't really tell that these are lit up either. It's not a huge issue, but it does mean that if you wanted to play this game in bright sunlight, you probably couldn't, or it would be a little bit harder. If you're okay playing it under the covers in bed or, you know, in a somewhat dimly lit room, then you're absolutely fine. Alright, so I've played around with the SuperBlocks for a bit longer now, and noticed that there's more instructions on the back that I hadn't paid much attention to, including giving me some useful ideas here. So for example, you can hold down the circle and the back button, and that will jump you back to challenge number 1. So if I do this and hold them down for a second or two, we jump back to number 1. And I can also jump to a position that I've saved. So in this particular case I've saved 633, which is as far forward as I've gone. The other thing, by the way, is you can move forward. You know, I was pressing it fast like this, but you can also just hold the button down fairly obviously and it'll keep jumping forward for you. And what happens is it just changes the first digit when that changes. It reflects that for you, so that's jumped to 700 and something. The other thing is it came with a bag. I haven't actually looked at the bag yet. Oh look! Whatever I did, I accidentally got it into the challenge timer mode there. I still don't know how to get it into challenge timer mode. I have emailed Giiker to ask them, and I'll add a comment to the description of the video to explain how to do it once I find out. Somehow I just did it then. But let's have a look at the bag. This is actually a really nice idea because it's kind of an inherently portable puzzle, but it comes with all of these pieces, and so this way, well, let's have a look. We can take the whole thing and we put it in the rather nice bag, and then I'm guessing just throw all these pieces in. Yeah, it's got a drawstring. I think that's actually very cool. Nice way to carry that around. It also, by the way, has a mode where you can easily mute all the sound, so if you want to play with it on the train or something, you won't disturb anybody. So there we go, that's Giiker's brand new SuperBlocks game. I think it's really, really nice. I love the fact that you've got this kind of retro feel with some, you know, somewhat sophisticated technology in there. I like the fact that it can tell whether this is a valid colour or not, for example, and where you've placed it. So it knows how far you've got and if you're, you know, breaking the rules and all that kind of thing. I like the look of it. I think this is really stylish personally, but maybe that's because I'm an 80s kid. The fact that it has 1,000 puzzles I think is a really significant thing, because it means that you've got, you know, the first few puzzles are really trivial, so they just help you get the idea of how to play it, and then you can start making your way up through them and they get, you know, harder and harder. So this is puzzle 13 and you can probably solve that one, you know, fairly quickly. Let's have a look and see. Just with yellow, huh? Yeah, so we can just do this and this, but there's 1,000 of them, so they get harder and harder, and they really do get harder. I think the idea of having this hint button is just lovely, because it means if you get frustratedly stuck on a puzzle, you can ask for a hint or a couple of hints and keep going. Nice little features like being able to jump to a saved puzzle and jump back to the beginning. Those can save a bit of time. I wish there was some better instructions on how to get into the challenge timer mode, which I've done twice now accidentally, but never managed to figure out how to do it deliberately. But other than that, which I'm sure is just me misunderstanding, other than that, I think it's a really nice game. I can imagine it being good fun for kids, although they'll be unused to the sort of retro low-tech feel perhaps, but I can also imagine it appealing perhaps even more to grown-ups like me. So there we go, that's the Giiker SuperBlocks. If you want to see my review of the Giiker SuperSlide, which is also an awesome puzzle game, then check out this video just here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.